Welcome back to another episode of the Dreamer Podcast. We're going to be talking about building resilience today. And I am your host, Kevin. And we're just going to go ahead and jump straight into it. And we're going to be talking about building resilience and establishing new habits that are crucial for personal growth and navigating life's challenges, especially negative challenges. So, yeah, without further ado, it's building resilience, how we can overcome and build new habits basically. Let's go ahead and get started. As you know, my name is Kevin and this is the Dreamer Podcast. Let's go. And you know what? There's a lot to talk about building resilience. There's so many topics that I want to go over. I might not have enough time to talk about everything that I have written down, but for time purposes, let's go ahead and get started. I want to jump right straight into it. So, first and foremost, I have highlighted a couple key factors that are very important. One of them is going to be cultivating a growth mindset. Now, whenever you try to get have a growth mindset, whenever you grow your mindset, that is about embracing challenges as opportunity for growth. Don't view them as negative setbacks. Don't view setbacks as or actually view setbacks as temporary and learn from them. Understand that effort is a path to mastery. So whenever you are stuck from a perspective that you see yourself in a negative situation, try to view it from another point of view. Understand that the effort that you put in is necessary in order for you to master your craft or whatever. I usually go in blind on anything that I'm new in, especially this podcast. I didn't know what the hell I'm doing. But as each episode progresses, I believe that I'm getting a little bit better. And I'm always open to suggestions, by the way. So if you want to leave a comment and suggest any topics or anything like that, uh, yeah, that would be appreciated. Uh, I have so many setbacks, and I try to view them as from a different perspective, a different point of view. Sometimes I have negative setbacks that are extremely out of my control, and sometimes I ask from the one above to hopefully see it from his point of view, and hopefully uh, things go according to plan, according to his plan from the one above, right? And I think whenever you see it from that perspective, I think you take negative situations and turn them into positive. Uh, you obviously have what you can control. Don't worry about the things that you cannot control, and worry about the things that you can control at the moment. And I believe that's how you embrace challenges and view these opportunities for growth. Now, that's the first one. Let's go to the next one: developing emotional awareness. I think I've fallen fault at this many times. And let's go into the next one: developing emotional awareness. And this is where we actually try to identify, and acknowledge your emotions, all of your emotions. You ever seen that movie Inside Out? Yeah, we are trying to manage all those emotions that we have within ourselves. So let's try to embrace them and try to take control of them. Once you take control of them, I think you'll be in cruise control. I think you'll be fine in the situations that you're in. Sometimes we act on our emotions without thinking. Uh, that could lead to a lot of problems, actually. So, understanding how emotions influence your thoughts and actions, keep aware of that, and practice mindfulness to stay present in challenging situations, actually. I always talk about this on every podcast, mindfulness. And that's another thing I want to get my viewers out of this is to practice mindfulness. I think mindfulness has is very much underlooked, especially from the male society, uh, male society, from men. I know I don't meditate as much as I should, but once I start meditating, I feel a little bit calmer. I feel like I am in control of my emotions. I don't let my emotions control me, and I feel like I'm just in control. You know what I mean? And I think, men have a more uh, lack of self awareness about that, in that aspect, if that makes sense. Ladies, I know a couple ladies that manage um, their mindfulness much better than other men would. But yeah, so there's that. Uh, let's also go into building strong connections, and this is where it gets a little tricky. I would say, but cultivating a support and social network. Also, share your thoughts and feelings when with trusted friends or family, and also seek and provide support with your community. So why do I say it's a little bit tricky? This is because shit, some of you may not even have family. Some of you may not even have trusted friends that you could trust or share your feelings. Quick story. Yeah, I just never shared my thoughts or feelings with my friends because I would just get make fun of, right? And I know they would just do it as a joking way, but it was never something as serious where we would share our emotions. Most of the times, whenever we would share our emotions, now let me take you back like 5, 6 years ago. Anytime I would talk about my emotions, it just felt not uncomfortable, but it just felt like, we shouldn't just, it just didn't feel right, because with my friends, and I'll take it to different point of views. Whenever I would talk to my friends about my feelings, it just got scraped under the rug, if that makes sense. I didn't really go in depth about my feelings. Now there are some friends that yes, I would talk to them about my feelings, but it was just like one person that I would talk to about my feelings, just one. And that's the friend's perspective. If I talking about my family perspective, like I would never talk about my feelings just because I never knew how to talk to my family about my feelings. I was never taught, hey, this is how you should let go of your emotions. So I think most of the time that's how we struggle with letting our emotions out and uh letting us speak our mind, just because we're lack of that. We have a lack in trust, I guess you could say, in friends and family. But it's always important to seek and provide support within your community. Find someone that you can trust. Find someone, a family member that you can trust, that you truly trust, that you could let out your feelings. And this is not something that is super girly, especially look at it from a men's perspective. This is not super girly. I think it's going to help you even more to manage your emotions. Yeah, most of the time, I feel like us as men just don't share our emotions. We need to share our emotions. Now, you can agree to disagree. Please, if you disagree, just leave a comment below, and, we'll go about that. We'll try to solve it and how we can solve those problems. If you guys have a better solution for letting your emotions out, please let me know. I want to find out from you guys. But again, I'm just talking from a guy's perspective. I'm talking from my past experience, how I see it as a guy. But yeah, if like I said, if you guys have better solutions, please let me know. All right, next we're going to be talking about adaptability and flexibility. It's a good one. So we're going to be developing the ability to adapt to change. Ooh, that's a good one. Embracing uncertainty as its natural part of life. That's also a good one. And we're going to be focusing on solutions and opportunity in challenging situations. Oh boy, this is a good one. Adapt to change. This goes back to what I was saying earlier, where we have to manage our or what we can and cannot control. Don't focus on the external factors and focus on within the internal factor. All right. Focus on what you can control. I think whenever you're in that situation, whenever you take control, I think you're much better about making better decisions, and you're gonna have a better mindset off of that. And whenever you're faced with uncertainty, just know that it's a natural part of life. Life is gonna throw shit at the fan, and it's gonna laugh at you basically whenever you do this. But whenever you do this, it's gonna see how you deal with it. If you sit and crumble, then you're just not emotionally ready for it. It's still gonna happen, but it's something that we need to manage to handle. If it's a shitty situation, then and we're able to handle it right, then any future situation that's thrown at you, I think you'll be able to handle it much better if you're just unprepared. So I always expect the worst and try to learn from it and try to become better. But yeah, there's also many things that I also want to talk to, but I want to keep this podcast under under control. Like I said, I want to keep the things that I want to control under my control and have the external factors out of sight and not worry about them. I think that you should too. Anything that life throws at you want to make sure that you can handle it with what you can control, and don't worry about what you can't control. I think you'll be better off in life whenever you view it from that perspective. And just quick things before we finish up. Let's talk about maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Prioritize adequate sleep, nutrition, regular exercise, and physical well-being contributes to emotions and mental resilience. Developing healthy coping mechanisms such as relaxing techniques. This is just like comes full circle, just talking about the whole things that I'm all about and why what I promote basically. I I always prioritize sleep, nutrition, and regular exercise. Even whenever I don't want to exercise, I know that I just can't miss. Even though whenever I can't, whenever I should be sleeping about 7 to 8 hours, just know that sometimes they may not be for me. Sometimes I need 9. Sometimes I may need 6. It all just depends on the current situation that I'm in. Again, just control what you can control and don't worry about what you cannot control. But yeah, that's basically it for today's episode. I just want to thank you guys for always listening. Uh, this is episode number 11, and we got a few more episodes coming this year. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And I would like to hear what you guys have to say. So, what do you guys think about building resilience? Do you guys have any other tips, questions that you may ask? Leave it below. I would like to hear your perspective. But other than that, thank you so much for listening. Love you guys. Take care and keep on dreaming. Peace.